Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here in the quicksand after returning from our Copperbell Mines dungeon. And Painted Mesa here apparently has something else to say because there is a golden glow, which means an instance battle. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume and Ulda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I share the good tidings with Papachan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momody. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me, don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot, you refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades, you know? Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Very funny. But I don't, nothing wrong. 12 as my witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of you. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought with me coin I saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of his mama's fuss. You lot, teach him a lesson. I'll take care of this. The rest of you can watch. Get him! Not bad. For adventurer. Should have stopped at the 7th ale. Stop bloody gawking at me and give me a hand, will ya? Coward. Bugger, bugger. I'm getting paid enough for this. Hey, where else do you think you're going? Thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you twice over. I'd swear there were more refugees when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is it the same happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Well, perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Uldar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for Withrath? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you have no coin, you have no hope. Yeah. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some of them are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Fanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Uldar was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you see no end to the misery and suffering. Yeah, but she did buy the dodo tenderloin, as she said. Even if a telling of the problems in the town doesn't make it sound pretty bad. Sir, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? I saw her buy that tenderloin. What? You saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave a poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? It don't be thinking about. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It's been a while, adventurer. I've been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsalaminsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you've displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it to or not. It's a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of visions you experience. Visions like one you had mere moments ago, if I'm not mistaken. I can provide you with a means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with a self-same talent, you see? If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause. A cause which would greatly benefit from your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momoni. The proprietor of a quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. Seems like these are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't you worry though, if you work hard, you'll probably be alright. New adventurer here. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you grace your knee, because I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with a woman folk from time to time. This is, by the way, the same text Momodi gives you when you start out with a character here in Ul'dah, meaning a gladiator, a pugilist, or a thaumaturge. I will. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh offered carriage adventurer. But God, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every ilmy adventurer Mion said you'd be, Wilt. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing the description I knew who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. That is a white mage from the group that dissolved last episode. My name's Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was ARR, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see? An adventurous adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe he would have succeeded had the fiend not robbed him of a chance. Since that day, I thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of a man you are, of all you have achieved, I find that I'm inspired, just as ARR once was. And so I decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Wild Agit. Wild Agit. I shan't forget. Thank you, Wild. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Unfortunately, Edda's story doesn't end well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of a guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the ass looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Wild. What did he say? You want to know about the science of the seventh dawn? We're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Weird. The Scions are no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I tell you what I can. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers could go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Uldan. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Cause that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Wilt. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Fanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever is at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Wilt, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Vesper Bay. West of Horizon in Western Fanalan. Or if you want to be really fancy, you can take the ferry from Limsa Luminsa. So, here we are in Vesper Bay. This lady has the unlock quests to glamour and dye equipment. So, glamoring is make one equipment item look like another, and what dyeing is should be clear. With a color, not with a death thing, yeah? And she also has, here, for crafter a quest. So you can make your own glamour prisms to glamour. Okay. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above, to quench my thirst for you. La 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 la. Huh? I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Y'shtola invited me here. Here at the behest of Y'shtola. My sincerest apology. May I please have your name? Wild Argit. Argit, Wild Argit. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the Solar. I shall let her know to expect you. That is down here now. Load entrance. Need not fear, this location is secure. I take it you're with Agate, Tartarus, and word that you had arrived. Lady Mephilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. I take the money and the Everite tickets, which let us teleport directly to Vesper Bay. They are a new thing here with a patch 5.3, because previously you had to either go to Limsa Lominsa or to Horizon and go on foot or with mount or whatever to Vesper Bay, because that place has no own Everite. And you need to return here often.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Pleased to meet you.
I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Yep.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, we will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, milady? Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult with a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was certainly lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it's important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now we know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray, keep it safe. You can now hire retainers. Now, if you don't know, retainers in this game are, well, several things actually. They are an additional inventory where you can store items. They are what allows you to sell items on the market board. Also, a bit later down the line, you get the option to give your retainer a job, and then they go harvesting resources for you, for whatever, crafting, whatever, or just getting stuff that you can sell on. So, anyway, science. Our organization, the Science of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Sharlayan natives such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12th. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together we may stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. Summoning the Primal is no small feat. It requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast tribes go to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once we manifest in physical form, the unquenchable thirst for ether only grows stronger. We would drink the land dry with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. It's for this reason that we must do our utmost to oppose them. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened, and we ended up here instead. While there are others who possess the Echo, none are near as strong as you with the power. Hence our extremely high expectations of you. 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order royals, fallen corpses writhe. Thus the divine chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstances of this imperiled age. The realm does shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering beneath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide, We await the coming of the unborn heir's seed. The light shall pierce the glowering darkness. Yeah, that is the way Urianger talks. We Science have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest sons are the godlike beings known as primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to a threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer. Yeah, this is a but thou must decision. You can argue a bit here for formality's sakes, but I will go with where the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Good to be here.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
We already know each other.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose.
Louis Swar Levelier.
We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm.
The broken staff hanging on the wall here is Louis Swar's staff. That broke in battle with Bahamut.
Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your
Oh,
acquaintance.
that voice.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Yay! Work!
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
we have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
Man, Ulda has its issues.
However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
All right.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
All right, Thancred. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. Then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is likely that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it's my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Okay, Camp Drybone, East Fanalan. But that will be next episode. Until next time then, I am Mace and don't get lost.